Yo, greetings, you guys. Yes, it's teacher Mupeti. Yo, so yeah, welcome to the A+ class. Welcome to my class. You know, where teamwork makes the dream work. Yes, where teamwork makes the dream work. I wanna assure you guys, people who are going to watch these videos, of which I make daily, are gonna pass economics. That one I assure it, and I'm gonna ensure that you guys pass economics. Okay, let's get to it now. Today's topic of today's chapter is regarding the circular flow. So, first of all, we need to understand and know the definition of circular flow. What does it do? What does it contain? What does it have? What's happening? Because we also have what we call the circular flow diagram. Okay, so now the circular flow shows us the interaction between the participants in the circular flow. The circular flow shows us the interaction or the relationship between the four participants in the circular flow. Okay, teacher, we understand now. So what are those, or which are those participants? We're speaking of the households, we are speaking of factor market, we are speaking of product market, we are speaking of the business. Mind you, the government is also there. When you're drawing the circular flow diagram, the government stays in the middle. Is a middleman between these four four participants. But I will elaborate more. So now, bear in mind also, the circular flow contains only those participants if it's in the closed economy. Okay, what is the closed economy? Closed economy is an economy that does not contain, or that does not have, what we call the foreign sector. The closed economy does not contain or does not have the foreign sector. Right. So now, we need now to learn the relationship between these four participants. But right now, what I can tell you is each and every participant pay tax to the government. Being it the household, being it the factor market, being it the product market, being it the business. Okay, before we get deep into it, let me just elaborate more on what the household is. The households, when speaking of households, we are speaking of the owners of the factors of production. The owners of the factors of production. Basically, you are an household. I am an household. You'll one day understand that, or you'll understand as you go further with this topic. Then we have product market. A product market is a market whereby goods and services are traded. Product market is a market whereby goods and services are traded. Then we have the factor market. Factor market is a market whereby factors of production are traded. Factor market is a market whereby factors of production are traded. I believe I'm clear. So now, moving to the last but not least, business or enterprise. So now, that's whereby now the goods, it's a place whereby finished goods and services are bought and sold. A business now, it is whereby finished goods and services are bought and sold. For example, ShopRite, Cambridge Food, you name them. That's a business. or that's an enterprise. Okay, so now the relationship between these four participants, we will try by all means to pair them. Pardon? We will try by all means to pair them. Now, let's take the households and the factor market, right? Let's take the households and the factor market. So here's the relationship. The household sells factors of production to factor market. The household sells factors of production to the factor market. Factor market compensates households for what? For the factors of production they have bought. I repeat, the factor market compensates or pays the households for the factors of production they have bought. Okay. Now, let's take the households and the business. Right? Let's now take the households and let's take the business and the product market now. Let's take the business and the product market. So now, listen. The business buys goods and services at the product market or from the product market. I repeat, the business or the enterprise purchases goods and services from the product market. Or you can say the product market sells goods and services to the business. And in return, the business pays the product market for the goods and services they bought. Okay, we are now moving forward. Let's now take the households and the business. Let's now take the households and the business. So now, the business, remember, it sells goods and services, finished goods and services. And I said that we as people are the households. Right? So what happens here? The business sells us finished goods and service. The business sells us, the households, finished goods and services. This is a finished good. This is a finished good. This cup is a finished good. Basically a tangible one. So now, the business sells us goods and services as the household. Then what do we do in return? We pay the business. Okay, now we are done. So now, all these four participants, I repeat, their relationship with the government is that they all pay tax to the government. They all pay tax to the government. That's the relationship between these four participants with the government. I believe that we are clear. So now, there are two types of flows that we have in the circular flow. Namely, real flow and money flow. Excuse me. Real flow and money flow. Now, when speaking of real flow, we are speaking of the flow, or actually, let me not say the flow. because I'm repeating flow. The movement of goods and services in the circular flow or in our economy. The movement of goods and services in the circular flow or in the economy. Money flow refers to the movement of money in the economy or in the circular flow. I'll repeat. Money flow refers to the movement of money in the circular flow or in the economy. So yes, that is it from me for today. I hope that this lesson is fruitful. I hope that this lesson will get in the right hands, as I always say, and in the right minds, as I always say. Remember, this is the A+ class. Teamwork makes the dream work. Teamwork makes the dream work. So you guys stay blessed, stay focused, stay persistent, as I love you all. Till we meet again. Bang!